Welcome back. This is Stock Diriman with me, Jacqueline Kanabudi. The Oil Palm Industry Corporation just completed the two final validation workshops on the national palm oil policy in Kimbe and Port Moresby, respectively. The workshop in Kimbe was held on November 18 and November 22, 2024 in the nation's capital. During both opening formalities, Oil Palm Minister Francis Maneke highlights the core themes of the policy. He says the policy will set the direction to establish the Oil Palm Industry Authority, which will act as the regulatory body of the sector. And yes, here's more to the story. Oil Palm Industry Corporation has been instrumental in developing Papua New Guinea's oil palm sector for over 30 years, providing essential extension services to smallholder farmers. The National Palm Oil Policy 2023 to 2028 represents a significant milestone, reinforcing OPIC's commitment to empower smallholders and establish a comprehensive regulatory framework to address long-standing challenges. This document highlights the importance of the oil palm industry as a major contributor to the country's economy, generating significant export revenue and providing employment for thousands of Papua New Guineans. As the largest agricultural export commodity, oil palm plays a crucial role in the nation's economic development, contributing 47% of total agricultural exports and generating over 1.5 billion kina annually.
Okay, there is a need for a policy for the palm oil sector so that we can be able to, the government can have an oversight into the oil palm business in this country. That's basically the main reason behind it. At the moment, there is no oil palm policy for the country.
During the two final validation workshops of the policy, Oil Palm Minister Francis Maneke highlights the core themes of the paper. He says one of the key changes includes the restructuring of OPIC into a statutory body with enhanced regulatory functions, allowing for better administration of the policy and enforcement of industry standards.
This National Oil Palm Policy 2024 to 2029 marks a turning point. The policy aims to address the industry's long-standing challenges, such as the absence of a transparent regulatory environment, unclear licensing processes, land disputes, and inconsistent benefit sharing mechanisms. It creates the foundation of more mechanisms, more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable oil palm sector.
Other key areas of the policy include sustainable development and expansion, empowerment of smallholders and landowners, environmental sustainability, infrastructure and social development, collaboration with private sector, and transparency and accountability.
I want to reaffirm the government's respect and appreciation for the efforts of private sector players, especially long-standing contributors such as Nibritin Palm Oil, Agi Oil Palms. Without your contributions, the oil palm industry would have not reached its current heights. This policy is not intended to disrupt the operations, but to enhance them by ensuring a level playing field and fostering an environment of trust, collaboration, and shared growth. At the same time, the government must address issues that have gone unregulated for too long, ensuring that all stakeholders, particularly smallholders and landowners, are empowered to fully participate and benefit from the industry.
During the two validation workshops, constructive comments and inputs were discussed with oil palm industry key players and government departments, including the provincial administrations.
We support the Urban Industry Act, but then it has to be drafted in a way that is benefiting industry and of course the smallholder and the grower.
The levies, okay, there was a very brief mention of levies. We skipped over it. Levies are a very sensitive topic, okay, particularly with our smallholders. Okay, it's not something that we can just put in the policy and be very vague about. We need to be specific about this because it is us as the milling companies that need to be explaining any levies or any adjustments to levies. We need to be sharing the information on that with the growers.
All the regulations are there. So if you look at the policy, we're not talking about something new. It's just creating that linkage to all the other legislation. There has to be somebody coordinating regulations in the oil palm industry. Currently, there's nothing.
I am confident to say that the economy of Western Britain rides on oil palm. So that is why it is very important that we got unique review okata lo guiding the final draft that we have today.
I totally agree with the comments that they've mentioned today. And it is them that we have to give them first offer.
The validation workshops concluded last week with a 2-week period given to the stakeholders to submit their written feedbacks on the final draft of the paper.
After the final presentation, we'll be waiting for written inputs from stakeholders, especially the milling companies, both SAPL and current nucleus estate system arranged the oil palm programs. So when we have that, we're going to incorporate their inputs into the policy, and we'll get it through the system through NEC to have it approved, and then have the government, the minister and the prime minister to launch the policy. Obviously, we think in early January, February is the time we anticipate the policy would be launched.
Mr. Pupita encourages all partners to support the vision of the policy and join in the collective effort to unlock the full potential of the oil palm industry in PNG.